Challenge on. All right. I'm gonna hit the ransom. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Absolutely.
Ain't nothing changed because we indoors.
All right. We're going to start off with the Rams on. Okay. Let me just one time.
Good. So first and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rechak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. To the men that died doing the work, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, because they shall arise first. To the men, women, and children that believe on the true name of the Father and the Son. The Father's name is Yahweh, he exists. The Son's name is Yahweh, Shai is the deliverer. Because come and deliver us out of this captivity that we're in, all right? It's Church Philadelphia. Once again, coming back at you, man. You know, we indoors today. The weather's kind of crazy outside. You know, Passover, Peshat. As the title says, you know, it says Passover and prophecy, man. You know, that's what we're getting into because with this Passover, going to be very, very, very heavy, man. You got some men that honor it now. You got some men that honor it next month or whatever, you know. But at the end of the day, the Lord is doing great things. You know, we're doing it tonight. You know, sundown started at 7, so we're officially in the Pesach.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the feast of unleavened bread as well. You know, because you can't have any leaven in the yeast for 7 days, man. Um,
Right.
Also, you got what that April the 8th, which is the next new moon. You got that eclipse coming, you know, which is making a lot of noise. And you know, I seen a video where you know, it's a man, I think he's Masonic or whatever, but he was saying how that eclipse is coming up right now. It was the same. It was the same eclipse. Well, it's happening on the same day that Hey, Shalom, bro. But it's saying it happened on the same day that in ancient Egypt,
3 days.
Yeah, when they had the 3 days of you know, yeah, kind of 3 days of darkness. And on top of that, they're talking about blackouts happening here in America, which you know is Xing out the place.
Right.
But the Lord's really Xing out the place. You think about Twitter, the sign changed from the bird tweeting out messages to now it's an X. You know, the meta and everything, man. Everything's showing you that this is at the end of this place, man. You know, and this place, like, it ain't going to last so much longer, man. You know, so, like, this Passover is very heavy. Lord's willing, you know, that we'll be out of here, man. This will be our last one. But that's to be seen. We don't know. You know, we say this every year because we're excited to get up out of here, man. But all the things are set up. You hear the wars, rumors of wars, you know. The nations against nations, man. The uproars of the people all over. You know, Putin just got in there for another 6 years. You know, yeah. So like the Lord got him in there, man. Because like going into Ezekiel the 38th chapter, they're going to be a guard unto the nations, and he already set it off because the Lord already put the Spirit on him to do so, man. You know, so now he has to, you know, he got to go through what he got to do, man. You know, everything is prophecy, man. Everything is prophecy to be fulfilled, man. All right. You got something, bro?
I got Exodus 12 if you want me to.
Okay, we can start with that.
Start.
Oh, matter of fact, nah, hold up.
I had an opening one.
Go ahead, bro. I got some.
But I can't find it where it says, before they spring forth, I tell you of them. Of these,
With the prophecies?
Khan.
Okay.
Fine.
Before they spring forth, I tell you of these things. KJV. Snap. Salaki. I got you.
Right? Because the Lord warned us about signs in the heavens, things of that nature. You had signs in ancient Egypt before they were before the Lord, had them flee out of the land of Egypt. He brought signs, he brought lamentations, mournings, and woes, unto the people.
Isaiah 42. I got you. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 42. verse start verse 9. Salakia.
Okay.
What the brother I called for.
Oh, and they saying you're not gonna see another solar eclipse for like another almost 70 years, I think, almost.
Okay.
So we know we ain't gonna be here that long. So
Exactly.
and these are the signs of even with the weather,
Yep.
with the all of that,
Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 42. I'm going to start at verse 8. It says, I am Yahweh. That is my name, and my glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to graven images. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. So like the brother said, man, the things are former, right? It says, behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. So hey, man, what's to be new that's to be declared? Us in the kingdom.
That's
you
right.
know, the destruction of Babylon, the sea hit, man.
That's right.
All these things, that the Lord told the Esau going into captivity. The Lord told us of these things, the new things, because right now these people, they don't understand that. They don't believe that's gonna happen. So now they're starting to see like, yo, these dudes, everything that they're saying. Now what you got Putin over there? Putin is he opened up the votes.
Yeah.
And showed the black icons, the Russian icons, which are Israelites, man. You see the Israelite pictures up there. Before that was before the Renaissance era. When the Renaissance era came, they tore all those images down and put their own images up there. So now it's Putin, he's bringing it back out. So it's nothing done in the dark that shall not come to light, man. So everything that's we've been telling you, now you're starting to see these things happen, man.
Yeah.
So now if we've been telling you this, we was crazy, we was conspiracy theorists, we was this, we was that. So now you got a king, King Putin, you might as well say, because he is a king, and he's a king of his land. So King Putin, now he's bringing out the information like, yo, nope, them the people over there, and I think he said he was going with the Black Jesus agenda, So the Lord came to that man, to let him know what to do and everything. So now they're bringing all this information out, which is undeniable. So those people over there in that region, they already knew who we was, man.
Right.
It says, matter of fact, that's it, man.
Yeah, that's the point.
I got matter of fact, so I can bear with me. Because we were speaking on the moon, right? What's that in Genesis? I think it's Genesis when it says you created to put for time, seasons,
that's
days. Baba Kusha.
Yeah. Yeah, there's one in Psalms too, but I got you.
That might be it. One of the songs. I could swear it was one Genesis.
That's a perfect one, actually.
Okay.
Because, we with this new moon coming up, that's a new season.
That's right.
And this is basically our New Year's.
That's right.
You know what I mean? According to the scriptures.
That's right.
Not according to, I got it.
You're correct. This is the correct New Year's.
Because that's how we know when we ought to hold these holy days. You know what I mean? Because if you go according to Esau's calendar, you're going to be messed up. But I got that for you.
Oh, here
Genesis.
we go too. I got another one too.
All right, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 14. All right.
Genesis, yep, that's the one I was looking at too.
And Yahweh said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days."
That's right.
And years.
And that's right. And that's what the moon is son of that. The moon mainly, is it's supposed to, it tells you, it determines your months, your high holy days, we determine a lot of things from the moon, man. And that's why the moon is there. It's not just sitting up there for no reason. All right.
Yeah, right.
And that's why these people, they're so anxious, and they're getting the National Guard ready, because they like, damn, Yahweh Shai is about to come back. And they very well know that, man. And now around this time this is the first time ever since I've been in this truth that you have an eclipse and these people getting so crazy like that. And on top of that, with this one is going through a lot of places in America named Nineveh,
Ooh.
a lot of people's dead. And that was the capital of Babylon, right? So hey, and we are in Babylon, man. And it's a lot of. I want to see how many cities Nineveh's, but I know it was a Nineveh, Pennsylvania, Nineveh something like it just goes right down. But this eclipse is going to cross over all of that,
Right. I think the last one was in 2017.
Yep.
And so now it's going the opposite way, Xing, because this place is about to be X'd out completely, But so yeah, like the moon, the sun, right? Even this, it tells you, to measure out the times diligently to know the season you're in.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we're coming into a new season, and things are gonna get drastic from here on.
Right.
But I want to bring this out real quick. It says, 2nd Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, "Measure thou the times diligently in itself." Right? So even with this Passover we're holding, because the Lord said to keep it throughout all your generations as a memorial. Meaning what? To remember. Remember how the Lord delivered you out of those times, because we're still in Egypt today. Right? You look at your dollar bill, And the word Egypt is just means Mizraim, meaning another form of captivity or bondage.
Yeah.
And we never left bondage.
That's right.
So we want to be passed over back to our land.
That's right.
And matter of fact, going back to what the brother just brought out, where Putin revealing that the prophets, which was our forefathers of dark skin, is further proving that those gutter rats are not the people that they claim to be.
Exactly. And that's him. He's smacking them in the face.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
why they angry with him, man. That's why they want to get him up out of there, man.
Exactly.
Hey, shalom, bro. Y'all they want Putin up out of there, man, because he exposing a lot of stuff. And that's a major thing to expose right now. Because if you go back to World War II, we're talking about this guy, Hitler. He was one of those Ashkenaz and all that, man. He wasn't. He was the so-called people that claiming to be us now, man. And he was trying to drop a bomb on. He said he would make that. He would bring the country into World War III if he dropped this information. And he basically exposed it. He was like, yo, the America has God's jewels. And he's like, what God's Jews? He's like, the black people in America are the real Jews, the people of the book, man. You know, and all these other nations know it, and they was going to war at that time. You know, so all them people they're fighting for their lands and everything. Oh, even going into if you want to go into the book of Daniel, the 7th chapter. You know, when it goes into all the kings. You know, you read on that with the all the rulerships. All right, and how they was taken down, the years and everything, man. Because the Lord is calculated. So if you really look at it, you got what the Babylonian Empire going from what 605 to 539 BC, right? And that's when Nebuchadnezzar was ruling all that. And now you come into what the Medio Persians. That's going into not Belshazzar. That's the Assyrians.
Darius.
Yeah, Darius, son of Cyrus. Cyrus the second. You had the Medio Persians, and no, you had the Medes and the Persian, but the Persian Empire was actually was raised up, you know, and but at the same token, they like all these places when they came into power, they had a particular time to rule for, man, which is written, man. You got the dates written down for you, you know, because they ruled what the Medio Persians ruled for 539 to 331. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's the first year of Belshazzar's reign. If I'm not mistaken. Matter of fact, let me fact check it real quick. I don't want to get nothing wrong. Yeah. Daniel 7, it says, I believe it says, in the first year of Belshazzar, which was a great grandson of Nebuchadnezzar. You know.
Belshazzar, I think that's 5th chapter.
Nah, 7. Okay. Oh, shit. There we go. Hold on, stop. Bear with me. My hands kind of beat up. The brothers beat up over here. I just had it, huh?
I got you. Daniel 7:1 in the first year of Belshazzar.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, go ahead, burn up.
You also got it in the 5th chapter.
No, the 7.
The
7 tells about.
Daniel chapter 7 verse 1. In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream. Then it goes into the dream.
God, and that's it right there. Year. That was it. Hey, Shalom, my God. That was some Shabbat. But nah, just the year, because going into the first year, that was 539, if I'm not mistaken, BCE, before Common Era. You know, and that's when Belshazzar was ruling. You know, and that's when Daniel had to, you know, because you actually go from 540 BCE to 539 BCE at the beginning of Belshazzar's reign. That was the first year. But that year was 539 BCE. All right. And like I said, you got you just go look up secular history, man. And look up when people came into power. All right. So you can go into the Grecians, man. All right. You had the Grecians, the Grecian Empire. They ruled from 331, all right, BCE to 168 BCE. All right, now you got to go and look up the different the 4 generals, you know, which go that's going into the Maccabees as well when it speaks about Alexander the Greek and all that.
Yeah, if I may, because it says Daniel, during his captivity in Babylon, it gave the range of 605 to 538 BC.
539. That's it. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And I was talking about the Persians.
But
You know.
since can I bring the scripture out
Come on,
just to
bring it
prove
out, bro.
what we're talking about?
Go ahead, bro.
Because like the brother said, you got to be calculated, and that's how we know that. Yo, and those are all heathens. We're the Lord's people.
That's right.
So you don't think we're gonna have our time to rule?
Come.
They had their time period, their seasons, terrains, or whatever.
That's right.
You know, just like now, Babylon the Great, America, they had their run.
Right.
Everybody looked at this place with glazing eyes. Now they're going against her. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, Putin is an Edomite. So that's a house divided. You know what I'm saying? So it shall not stand.
That's right.
But this is 2nd Ezra chapter 4, verse 37, real quick. It says, by measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times. And he doth not move nor stir them.
Hold that. Bring that again now, brother.
God.
That's heavy, man.
2nd Ezra chapter 4, verse 37.
God.
By measure hath he measured the times.
That's right. By measure have you measured the times. That's where you get in. Where do you think you get your time periods from?
Right, time
your dates, your years, all that, man.
Right.
You know, and that's the Lord doing that. And that's why it's written of in the scriptures. You know, even with when he created all this, man, and all that, what it say on this was the first day.
Right.
On the first day, God created boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing. Hey, yo, everything is calculated, man, with the Lord.
Hey, remember when Yahweh Shai rebuked the wicked scribes and Pharisees, saying, you could know the weather, you know when it's gonna rain, when it's gonna be nice, but you can't measure the time. You don't know what season you in.
That's right.
So if you don't know what season you in, you know, then you don't know that this is a time of war.
That's right.
And you trying to build and be at peace and happy-go-lucky and party as in the days of Noah.
That's right.
Then you're gonna get got.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So
that's right.
That's why it's important to know what time we living in.
Yo, and also
the whole world could feel it. Even those that don't know how to read the times, they could feel it.
And to back you up, like, you know, coming into different seasons, like, yo, we just was outside getting more stuff ready for the Passover and everything. But right now it's the seasons is changing. So the weather is kind of like bipolar, if you will.
Right.
You know, but we know it's season we're in, so we ain't going to be like, oh, well, it's time to wear this coat. We are naked. No, man. You know, people don't pay attention to seasons, man.
Yeah,
like it'd be like 70 degrees one day. Everybody out there, oh yeah, but they didn't watch the news the whole week. So the next day they out there, you supposed to have your coat on. You out there with the same shit on, you freezing to death, man. You know, and that's what these people about to do. They about to be caught freezing, man. You know, because the seasons are changing, but they don't see it. And all these other nations are doing is just fighting, trying to keep their empire rolling. But nah, keep going.
I'm gonna get that. I just
there was some more on that.
I know.
I mean.
So this is jumping back to 2nd Ezra 4:37. By measure has he measured the times, and by number has he numbered the times.
By number, you said by number has he numbered the times. And he say he gave it names of the week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No, I ain't doing that, man. You know, it said by number, man. He numbered the days, man.
You know, day 1, day 2.
Yeah,
That's how we know that there's 4 Sabbaths in a month. If you go by day 1, day 2, day 3, it ain't Saturday and Sunday.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Because if you go by like that, you're gonna be off.
That's right.
You're gonna be out of season.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And then you won't know what day the holy days fall on.
That's right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it is important. Because also, the Lord said, wars and rumors of wars, famines, pestilence, plagues. Mm-hmm. You know? In many chapters. Mm-hmm. Right? And people don't know what season they're in because they done told me before, oh, well, these things always been happening. Okay, but if you ain't measuring, you won't know that the MOTB never happened. Ooh. World War III never happened.
That's right.
So that's knowing, all right, measuring. That means we at the end of the scope. That's the great climax.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
I got a swift.
Because everything is coming out.
That's
And
right.
that's heavy because what the last book is Revelation to
That's
be
right.
revealed.
That's right.
So everything's being revealed. We in that season.
God. I got a swift one for you, bro.
Come.
Just bet, yo, let's go right with it. Job 14 and 5.
Come.
It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months. So that the number of his months are with thee. See that? Are with thee.
Hey, that's talking about this man's rulership.
That's right.
You know,
Exactly.
his time is about to be expired.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You know, when you rent out a building, you sign a contract, yo, you could rent this building out for 5 years, 10 years, however. But once them years go by, that's it. You know what I mean?
That's right. It says, seeing his Job 14 and 5. It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. God damn.
That's right.
You say you appointed the bounds he cannot pass. So, yo, Babylon is not going to last forever and ever for too much longer, man. Because the Lord already set the bounds for this place, man.
Right.
The number of this place, how many days it's going to go, man. You know? I was going into what you had in that second.
Matter of fact, I got 2 precepts on that. I was thinking of the scripture where it says that he imagined his house, in other words, to continue for generations.
Oh, all right. Kind of
I'm going to finish this real quick while you get that. It says, I'll start from the top again. By measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times, and he doth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled.
See that, y'all? Oh man, read that again now.
See, you got people that's always been happening, but it's not fulfilled. Everything ain't fulfilled yet, so it's gonna keep happening, and it's only gonna get worse.
That's right.
You know, until what all of it is fulfilled. Everything in this book.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
That's right.
So you
I got to put you in it.
Come.
Psalm 49:11. Hold on. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 49, and verse 11.
People think America's gonna continue forever.
Okay. And this is Psalms chapter 49, verse 11. It says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call the lands after their own name.
Right, like even in Obadiah. I think it's in Obadiah or Isaiah, where it says, who shall bring us low? Right, so they really think that they just going to keep ruling forever. Like they could go against the Most High, you know? But that's also to deceive the people that do love America, to deceive them, to not know what time you in. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if you're so delusional and blinded, you won't be able to see those things. And I must bring this scripture out as well. This is the book of Sirach, or also known as Ecclesiasticus, chapter 39 and verse number 1. It says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditations thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecy. So there you go. We must be occupied in prophecy. Yahweh Shah prophesied. You know, that's what a prophet is. You know, Luke, John, Matthew, Isaiah, Ezekiel, Jeremiah, even all the way in Psalms, there's prophecies. You know, because it's a warning. It's a foresaid thing of what's to come to pass. You know what I mean? And it's heavy because you had prophets back then that died that still believed this time is coming.
Yeah.
And they back here today. So they knew even at that time the seasons and all that. Why? Because their minds was occupied in the meditations of the scriptures. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm going to read it again. It says, Sirach 39:1, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies.
That's right. You know, that's what it get. Yo, what it say? All the knowledge of the ancients.
Yeah, the wisdom of the ancients.
Yeah, the wisdom of the ancients, the wisdom of our ancestors. Because with wisdom, what did they do? They were able to prophesy and believe on Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, to know that wherever they were sent, whatever the Lord told them, that place was going to come down at a certain period of time, man. You know?
Right.
And it happened. You know, like America, the birth of America, you know, was what, 1776. That's why here in Philadelphia, that's why they named the basketball team the 76ers, because America basically was born right here in Philly, man. You know, where the White House used to be right down there on Market Street, like Fifth and Market, where they signed the Declaration of Independence and all that. That happened right here in Philadelphia. You know,
George
so
Washington.
that's what, kind of. Ben Franklin.
Because you see all their murals right there on Fifth Street.
Yup. That's it. Yup. Which files represents power, man. You know, so this birthplace, so we could go every day in Philly and go down there and be like, oh snap, you know what? Go look at this stuff. And around that same area, you got the Small Hats community. They got their little museums down there and all that, man. You know, but you know they always have their little influence and everything. You know, because let's see, you got so what we said this place started in 1776. That's when it got its independence from supposedly from what's that, Great Britain. You know, with that Civil War, the red coats and the blue coats and the Paul Revere. The British are coming. You know, so that's the society that we're living in. So that was 1776 when they signed the Declaration of Independence here in Philadelphia. Now, fast forward to here, we're in what, 2024, man. You know, and this is the end of it, man. You know, so really it ain't take that long, man. You know, to really see how things was you know, how what was it, how to see how fast this place falls. Then you also had what? What's that? 1914? 1914 they did. For the World War One. You know. So 1914, the first World War here.
And it says the scriptures say the third world coming quickly.
Exactly. And my grandmother lived to be about, she lived to be 99 years old. So she was born like not too long after 1914. So she remembers the Great Depression. She remembers World War II, all that. Matter of fact, she was born around, so I think 1920 or something like that. You know, so she knows about her ancestors being slavery. She knows that she's an Israelite, but it was beaten out of her so much. You know, she ain't even talk about it.
Dang.
You know, and so I say our people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, man. They get the quirks of this place. And you go to what, 1957?
Yeah, if I may real quick, that's heavy because a lot of Jakes that's alive now that was born around that era, they can tell you how they see the transition of things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because back then that was more of
laid back.
Like during the Industrial Revolution, where they were dealing with, factories.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Things like that, putting the little one, taking our children, throwing them in the factories or whatever. Now you got local mom and pop shops. So things are changing. Things ain't going to stay the same forever, man.
Like the Henry Ford. You got the Ford car here in America. You know, that's a major. You had GMC. You know, General something car GMC. But I know that was it was a car that they made. They made trucks, like pickup trucks and things like that. You know, so like a lot of like back then, like they was working with steel. The same thing like the Romans did, man. Romans was heavy with that iron, man, and still they worked with it. You know, that's how they made their weapons and everything, man. You know, but all you got, what, 1957, you had the European Economic Community that was established, you know, and that's 57, all right? And we're in 2024. So that's not that old, man, you know?
Right.
And what, in 1949, that's when NATO came about. And now you see that 1949 NATO came about, right? And look how Putin is coming out. He's preparing for war for NATO, man. You know, and this is the third world war, like the brother said, the third world coming quickly. All right.
And it's coming quicker than the other first two wars established.
That's right.
You know, because the Lord said what? He would speed up the times for the elect's sake.
That's right.
So the Lord's speeding the times up. People feel it. They're like, yo, times is past.
Yeah.
I remember the good old days. I remember back 2 years ago when we was, you know what I'm saying? So
that's a fact, man. The Lord is speeding this place up. Because I remember as a child, man, days were longer, man. It seemed like, you know, like weeks took longer, everything, you know. But that's how you know the Lord. He's the just power and a righteous power because he's holding fast to his words. That's right. What he told us, man.
That's right.
And he gives us like that's why we said the moon, the signs, and the times and all that, man. You see the signs and everything all around you. You know. That's for the Lord to so that's a faith booster to you, the ones that's in the know that can see these things. It says, blessed is he that have the eyes that can see. You know, blessed is he that have ears that can hear. You know what the Spirit is saying. You know. God, bro.
This is Job chapter 8, verse 8. It says, for inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers.
Okay. The search of the fathers. And yo, check this out. This brother read that. I was talking to an older woman at the bus stop yesterday. And I don't know how we just talking, whatever. And she had made mention that she's like, yeah, something she said spiritual. She's like, yeah, if you spiritual enough, you can see what's going on. And I was like, whoa, you know, basically see what she was saying, a change is coming. You know, which, yo, everybody can feel that, man, but we just know exactly what the change is, man. The downfall of Babylon and the rise of Israel, you know, and it's going to happen just like that. No in between, no 10 years, and this person want to rule, nope.
Right.
It's over, man.
It ain't like what IUIC select in your country.
No, you good, bro.
Like how IUIC like to say how the other nations they're gonna end up ruling again after 1,000 years.
Oh snap!
That's complete how Apostle Gabar like to say complete buffoonery.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Because now you adding and taking away. And for those that believe that, that's just a stumbling block unto you, man.
That's right.
You know. Because the scriptures say, are we going to rule forever?
I got you.
You know?
Isaiah 45:17. I had to back the brother up. Since they saying that, how the hell is that's going to happen? And the scripture says this.
And he ain't going to be no more death, so come on, bro.
This is Isaiah chapter 45. We started verse 15. It says, verily thou art the power that hidest thyself, Shalaka, that hidest thyself, O power of Israel, thy Savior. They shall be ashamed and also confounded, all of them. And that's talking about all these other nations, you know, all these ones that doubted Yasharala, man, you know, especially doubted the elect. You know, because like, yo, these people right now, they still laugh at you. All these niggas out there on the highways and this, they crazy. Now look, it's the Passover, right? The apostles indoors. A lot of brothers is indoors. You still have men that went out, so don't get it twisted. You know, but mainly, like, you see the apostles starts coming indoors like that, man. As long as they've been out there, you know it's about to go down, man. But that's the Lord removing his spirit from these streets, you know, and letting the utter chaos come, right? And that's why these people are going to be confounded because the things that we've been saying to them, and telling them they didn't think they was going to happen.
Right.
So now they got to wait and see.
A rude awakening.
Exactly. It says, they shall be ashamed and also confounded, all of them. They shall go to confusion together. They that make the Salaki, they that are makers of idols. And yo, what? We in Ramadan now.
Mm.
And Philadelphia is heavy on Islam, man. You know, heavy spirit on that crap, man. You know, so the makers of idols, man. You know, once these things happen, now they all in Ramadan, boasting about them fasting. They're lying because they eating, smoking. Like the dude, what's the rap guy name? The young boy, Fat G's. You know, he was a Muslim. You know, and he just got killed. What last week I want to say, and his death went viral. And they had his funeral. They call them janazas. You know, they had that over there at the Met down here on Broad Street, the same place they had Gilly's son funeral. And we believe that's to be a blood sacrifice, as
Right.
well as this guy. Because and the reason why I mention this because it's supposed to be Ramadan for them, but you'll kill your so-called brother, your Muslim brother, you know, because the sun went down. You wasn't fasting no more, so you could kill him
Yeah,
because the
that's
sun
crazy.
was down. And I tell you, it happens every single year here. I just be waiting just to hear the news. I'm like, yo, which Muslim gonna kill this Muslim this year, man? It never fails, you know. And here we are on Passover, you know, because the Lord is about to do a lot of slaying, man.
That's right.
You know, the ultimate slaying. You know, and actually he's the one that orchestrated all those things anyway, man. You know, and he's letting you know all these people that care about their idols, man. Listen, man. Check it out. Anyway, going back and
He's saying, go cry to them in the time of your tribulation.
that's right. Going in Isaiah 45:17, it says, "But Israel shall be saved, and Yahweh will Salakia. But Israel shall be saved in Yahweh with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded. World without end." You see that?
That's it.
Matter of fact, let's get
Without
that in the
end.
NLT. Let's get that in the NLT. You know what I mean?
Because we're gonna be righteous.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So
why would the Lord want to destroy something that's perfect,
exactly.
that's righteous, that He made?
Exactly.
Now the other nations, that's different. They're gonna have to feel the wrath the same way we're feeling the wrath.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
And
that's fair. That's a just power.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even be mad at that for real.
That's right. And that's like you know, what's that? What's my train of thought, man? It comes. Oh, nah, like the brother was saying earlier with uh the men that says that was teaching that that after 1,000 years we ruled and another nation going to come and rule. That's nonsense, man. That's just told you right here is we're going to be a world without end, man. Anyway, let's go here. In the NLT, this is Isaiah 45. I'm gonna start at verse 15. It says, "Truly, O power of Israel, our Savior, you work in mysterious ways. All craftsmen who make idols will be humiliated." You see that? All craftsmen who make idols will be humiliated. They will be disgraced together. But Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua, will save the people of Israel with an eternal salvation throughout everlasting ages. See that? Throughout everlasting ages, they will never again be humiliated or disgraced, man. All right. So our people, you walk around, you see the condition that we're in, man. We'll never be humiliated or disgraced, man. Because before honor is humility. Humility before honor, man. All right. And right now we've been humiliated. Now the Lord is starting to bring that honor, you know, to His truth, to His men. You know, the men had it. You know, they got it. You know, but now the Lord is about to magnify it so that everybody knows who He really loves, man. Because you got all these dudes trying to come break down scriptures, man, doing it wrong. You know, when they need to just chill, man. You know, we ain't out here no more chasing people up the block. You know, oh, you got time for the scriptures? Yeah, you got time to hear the scriptures? You want to hear the scriptures? Let's treat the block. Yo, that
You know,
time
you
came
were
and gone.
Israelite.
Yeah, kind
Like
that
at
time.
this point, yeah.
That time came and gone, man. Because why you got what? For one, it's all over the internet. You know, the YouTube channels. Brothers got multiple pages. You
Right.
know, yo, it's this. This is at the gates of the nobles, man. You know, that's why they want to bust a move.
Ooh.
And this is how heavy this message is, man. This is how heavy this truth is, man. And I don't think brothers really understand that the magnitude of this word. You know, it's shaking the whole earth, man.
That's
It got
right.
it ruffled the feathers of people in high places to the point they want to take the Bible away. Period, man. They ain't talking about taking away no Qurans and nothing like that. It's talking about taking away the Bible, man. You know.
Yeah, now they're saying that it's going to be a crime to even. You could be labeled as a terror. You know what I mean?
Come.
If you just even buy a Bible.
Yeah, come.
So it's getting, and that's over there in the European countries. So imagine over here.
Come. And all
Those
this
things are
going back,
coming,
yeah,
man.
all it's doing is going back to the persecution of Yasharala, man. You know, that's like in 70 AD. And that time period, man, you know, we was being exiled, forced out of Rome. And we was running it basically too. We was running out of Rome to to escape that persecution.
Hmm.
So we ran into the western coasts of Africa, man. You know, why did we run into the western coast of Africa? Because we was dark skinned just like those people. You know, and it tells you these things in the scriptures, man. But you got these wacky tacky Christians, they can't even understand that, man. They don't even know that this is the Passover season. They probably somebody eating some fucking ham sandwich or something. You know?
Like that jackass.
Yeah, kind of.
That King David.
Oh God. Yeah. Oh man, that fat ass nigga. That nigga wicked as hell. You can see it all in his eyes though.
I gotta
He got
precept.
onto that little Passover. Onto that.
God, all right. So Revelation chapter 3, verse 10, it said, because thou hast kept the words of my patience, I will also keep Salakia, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
And yo, we kept keeping the words of his patience, right? And that's what we're keeping the words by what we're practicing our heritage. You know, we're in the Passover, we're practicing that.
Rehearsing the righteous acts.
That's right. That's what we do. We like the lamb that we have. We don't know if that's without blemish. You know,
Right.
other 7 years and all that, man. We don't know that, man. You know, so we go by faith. This is a faith thing, man. Without faith, it's impossible to prove. So you say, oh, I ain't going to get no lamb. So I go to, you know, you could go to slaughterhouses too, man. I've been to slaughterhouses, man. They got lamb, and they know exactly what they're talking about the year. No blemish. They'll tell you all that, man. So if you want to go that route, spend that much money, then so be it. You better have a big camp because y'all all going to have to eat that. That's a lot of land.
Yeah.
That's a lot of land.
But even
man.
with that, we don't got the proper apparel.
Mm-hmm.
We not holding it in our homeland.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that come with it.
Because we ain't you know, we ain't want to hold it over there anyway. So the Lord sent us over here. You know, exiled us. It's like even all the time going back in when the Babylonians was ruling. You know, you had Jeremiah was on the scene, but what's the one king man that got exiled? His sons got killed, and that was the last thing that king saw, and they poked his eyes out. But he was coming against Jeremiah.
Oh.
I forgot the brother. I keep saying it wrong. I say Hezekiah, but Hezekiah was a righteous king. His name, oh man, Eric come to me. But I remember he was one of the kings, and that Jeremiah really he snapped on him. Matter of fact, I think we got it right here. But Jeremiah he was going in, and Jeremiah was heavy on them serving idols too, because the Lord said he's a jealous power, man. You shall not have any other gods before me, man. You know, and what our people want to do, the first thing they want to do, serve after these other gods. That's why they be getting gunned down the way they do, you know. think that was yeah.
Is it Ahab?
What's this? Man, it'll come to me, man. I ain't gonna dwell too much on it, but it happened like that. You know, the king. He was listening to
Well,
the ones.
it says here, those are the kings that ruled during the time of Jeremiah, the 5 kings: Josiah, Ahaz, Jehoiakim, Jehoiakim, and Zedekiah.
I think it's him. The last one. I think it was Zedekiah. You know, but and he got his eyes poked out, man, for not listening, because he wanted to fight against the Babylonians, and Jeremiah was telling him like, no, don't do that. He's like, if you fight against him, he told him it was going to happen to him. And that's exactly what happened. You know, it's like we're telling you right now in this time already. You can't fight against these people, man, because if you fight against them, you fight against the Lord, because he set them up.
Right.
Our job is to come out here and speak the words, speak the life, man, speak the truth. And the Lord, he sets up everything to make it come, because it's his power. This is nothing. This has nothing to do with us, but everything to do with him.
Yeah, scriptures say our weapons of warfare are not carnal.
That's right. That's why it's the Passover, right? This is not our Passover. This is the Lord's Passover, man.
That's right.
The scriptures tell you that. You know?
No, because what? He is that bread.
That's right.
The wine represents his blood.
That's right.
Which is also representing the word.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yep.
The oil represents. So all of that connects to Yahushua himself, the lamb.
Yep,
the last sacrifice. Because if he wasn't that last sacrifice, we wouldn't be here right now.
That's right.
Doing what we're doing with the liberty of Yahushua.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. That's right, man.
Matter of fact, let's get into it.
Con.
This is the book of Exodus. And Exodus, what? We want to get exited out of here.
That's right.
Pass over. You know? You want to be preserved.
Yeah, pass over us. Passes over
over that death. Ocean, over the pond.
Yeah, kind of without pass over us with death. So we don't have to taste death, man.
Hey, come, yeah.
You got, hey man, it's coming. But as a matter of fact, you know what?
And even during the time of hardcore slavery, when Jakes was picking cotton, they were singing "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, coming to carry us home." Right. Even back then, and that was early in the seasons, if you will. You know, and they were like, take us over to the river Jordan, which is Jerusalem. You know, so we them people, man. You know, and through the Spirit, our people knew that they was in captivity, whether they want to admit it or not. You know what I'm saying? You see, you hear the conversations and you see the faces of our people going to work in the morning. And, you know what I mean? They don't want to. They brag about, we're gonna get the bag, but because you have to work. If not, your ass is gonna go homeless. You know what I'm saying? So it's not something that Jake wants to do.
That's right.
It's something you have to do. And then even with that, you bags full of holes, as the scriptures say. So we want to get out of here. We want to go home. Like the young boy from the Karate Kid. He said, I want to go home. We just want to go home. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Everlasting peace. Like, you know what I mean?
And this is what we're hoping for. That's why I said we hope the Lord pass over us with that death. This is Psalms chapter 91. It's a banger. It's verse 7. It says, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made Yahweh, Shalakia, because thou hast made Yahweh, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling, for he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. And that's what we gotta remember, that, man, in these up and coming times, man. Cause yo, check it out. What we about to hop into in the Exodus, which we're going into that first Exodus. You know, that Passover to get us out of here, man. That first Passover, the reason why we celebrate the Passover. You know, when they heard all that death, and then we went through the wilderness and everything, and yo, the Lord was always with us the whole time, man. You know, so the ones that He ordained to make it into that land that He had already set up, those were the ones that made it. The ones that wasn't ordained to get there, they didn't make it, man. You know, they were left behind. You know, waiting, hope. You know, but it says they shall bear thee up in their hand, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone.
Mm.
Thou shalt tread upon a lion and otter, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under thy feet, under feet, because he had set his love upon me. Therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he have known my name. You see that? And these are things that we gotta know. We gotta know the Lord's name, set our affection on Him. That's supposed to be first thought you wake up. Call on me about shot. You know,
Right.
water for waking me up. You know,
Right.
However, man, you know you gotta be on point with it. She got some men that call themselves Israelites. They don't even pray, man. I don't understand that.
And that's acknowledging it.
Exactly.
Acknowledging that, yo, it ain't your will.
Yeah.
It's His will.
And that's showing faith.
Come
You know? It says, with long life will I satisfy him and shew him my salvation. You see that? And that's where we went. And that's where we're coming to this second Exodus. But we're going to go into the first Exodus, you know.
Come. So it says, matter of fact, I'll get on my phone. Exodus chapter 12
Hit him with the heat.
and verse number 1. And it reads, it says, And the Lord Yahweh spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months.
See that? And that's a bib in the Bible.
Right.
You know, in the Hebrew, a bib, that's the first month, spring. Meaning
Right.
spring up. All right. Because that's when you're starting to see. Because that's why, you know, you got the flowers blossoming, starting to bloom, spring up. You know, they're letting their seed be thrown here and there. That's why a lot of times it gets windy around March, April, and May.
Right. April showers.
That bring May flowers, and it gets windy and raining and all that, because that wind and the pollen and everything is really bringing the flowers that the plant, man. You know, and to feed them and all types of stuff, man. You know, so this is a year of life. But you know, the witch doctors and warlocks here in Babylon and the ones that control the earth, you know, according to the book of Job 9:24, says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, right? So that's where you get your New Year's from, you know, being in January, which is Janus, which is the true-headed, two-faced God. You know, they want to see behind and forward. So they looking in the rear view and they're looking forward. That's what that deity represents, you know. And not just that. All right, you got Janus. Forgot it's supposed to represent, I think, like some type of fertility or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. But you know, Shalaka. But nah, like I was saying, that's where you get your whole in the dead of winter. You can't have a, a new year when everything is dying, man. You know, that's how you know that they lying, because the Lord is about life. You know, He's about life, and He's about it more abundantly. All right. You got it, brother.
God says, It shall be the first month of the year to you. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying,
See that it said the first day of the month of the what's the first
the first month of the year to
yeah, the
you.
first month of the year. So this is the new year for us.
Yeah, exactly. This is the beginning. This is when, you know what I mean?
Oh snap, that's what I was looking for. That's yo, Dan, back you up, brother.
See, and most Israelites should know this, but they think it's some Judaism kind of thing. It's not. They stole that this tradition, this holy day from us,
That's right.
trying to be who the scriptures describe us to be. So our Putin came out like, yo, this ain't y'all. You know what I mean? Small hats, big nose, you know? Because they've been exposed through their wickedness with Hollywood and all that. So how they them people, man?
Mhm.
You know, when they running shit. The scripture say, I know that poverty. You know? We're going through that.
Mm-hmm.
So when we tell people these things, oh, what are you, Jewish? It's trying to be funny. You know what I mean?
But not going back to what the brother said, right? Then you like what we saying about the season and everything. Like this is the actual real New Year. Then you had their New Year was in January, right? And also they got the daylight savings time. You know, they just do the most. But anyway, this is
And
Daniel chapter
everything is
2.
dead.
Huh. This is Daniel chapter 2. And let's go to
Oh, when they
verse
changed the
20,
sign of
20.
the
Yeah.
times.
Huh. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at verse 19. This is Daniel chapter 2, verse 19. It says, Then was the secret revealed unto Daniel in a night vision. Then Daniel and blessed Yahweh Shemashah power of heaven. Daniel answered and said, Blessed be the name of the Most High forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his. And he changeth the times and the seasons, and he cometh and removeth kings and setteth up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding. He revealeth the deep and secret things. He knoweth he knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth with him. That's not what I wanted, but the Lord that says the Lord changes the times and seasons. I want the one where it talks about Esau, changing the times and seasons, because that's what they do. But that was a good one too, because they all good scriptures, man.
Yeah, because you had the calendars that was changed
Yeah,
with Julius Caesar, and
Gregorian,
then it was changed again
the Gregorian
by
calendar.
Pope Gregory the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
He added like another day, which is why some months you got 30, others you got 31.
Mm-hmm.
So that's confusion. Because if you go by the moon,
Mm-hmm.
if you think about it, we living in a different time than 2024.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
If that makes sense. Because if it's 4 months, I mean 4 new moons, pardon me, 4 Sabbaths, which is every 7 days. That's what, 28 days.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's right.
But they changed it and added, and it's crazy.
You got it.
I know I got it written.
I'm sorry. Let me just come back to it.
God.
Saying this,
But it
we
says,
still got to do.
Verse 3. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, in the 10th day of this month they shall take to them every man a lamb according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house.
See that? It said according to the house of their fathers. And then it mentioned nothing about the woman because it's all about the father, man.
Right.
You are who your father is.
The head.
You know, exactly. So
The
he
head
took
of the
that,
household.
lamb or whatever, boom, and that was for the house. You know, got it, bro.
Verse 4. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbors next unto him, his house, take it according to the number of the souls.
That's right.
Remember, I was, talking about that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then you're gonna have brothers spread apart.
Okay.
Holding the, Passover, in your own tent
Okay.
or whatever.
Just like now, man. You got brothers all over America right now. Matter of fact, all over the world, basically, because just word just went throughout the four corners, man. So you got brothers over there in London, UK, Germany, Palestine, over there in Jerusalem and all that, man. That's actually holding the Passover today. I mean that's holding it correctly, according to the doctrines of the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, So yeah, and every brother's in their own different area, So like we had to grab enough lambs sufficient for us, And then like back in that time, if you didn't have enough lamb, and another family had extra left over and you didn't have enough, they would get that to you, man. But these people now, like Jake don't share nothing, man.
Not Jake, right?
They'd rather throw it out right in front of your face, just to see your reaction, make you angry. Just wicked, man. You got it, brother.
It says,
just to touch bases on this, man.
God, every man according to his eating shall make your count for the lamb.
That's right.
The amount of people that is holding it with you.
Right. So you gotta know your appetite. You gotta know your brother's appetite. Well, you look like he could eat this much lamb. He probably could eat this much, so you got enough for him. Because this was a meal, and this meal right here was cooked in haste, man. They had to do it quickly. So they was like, hold up, man. Lord said, we're gonna get this lamb. We hope it's enough, man. They was moving, man. They couldn't even put the yeast into the bread, man.
Exactly.
Because the Lord was about to come and destroy that place.
Because imagine you in the midst of it, and you hearing screams outside.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it was a fearful thing. That's why it's a solemn assembly.
That's right.
Because a lot of them didn't even know that they was gonna get got.
Yep.
That's why they had to put the blood on top of the doorpost, which now is our minds.
That's right.
So if you're doing it unworthily and you ain't sincere, the Lord is gonna know and He's gonna clip you for that.
That's right.
That's
right.
Because with the blood, hey man, it's heavy. And it was the lamb's blood.
And the blood is life, man. We didn't even get into that yet.
No. We jumping again.
Yeah, let's keep going. That goes down, man.
That's that zeal. It says, verse 5. Verse 5. Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. Ye shall take it out from the sheep or the goats.
And that's we don't we can't physically do that here in Babylon. So that's why we're rehearsing righteous acts. Because you got some brothers that are so over righteous, man, and they just be super wicked. Just like those guys. I wonder what they doing for the Passover, man. The guy that calls himself King David. And he played with this one, man. The Lord might really, really, really jack him up. Or somebody in his family or his congregation, because the Lord don't gotta really touch you, because that's too easy. He can make things fall apart around you, to stress you out even more, man.
Right. Make you submit to His will.
Exactly.
Like the king.
Yep.
I had all that pride.
Just like Saul, man.
Mm-hmm.
What happened with Saul and his sons?
Shit.
And they died in battle, man. He ended up falling on the sword, man. You know, the Lord ain't nothing to play with, man. You know,
So the same shit you give out, you're gonna get it back
that's right.
through judgment.
That's right.
You know, the Lord's gonna activate them demons around you to really jack you up, yeah.
Kind, they're gonna tear your ass
Scripture
up.
speak about, strange apparitions.
Kind.
But it says, and ye shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month, and the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper doorpost of the houses wherein they shall eat it.
Yeah, then that's the Lord telling you that's supposed to represent His blood, man. Because His blood ultimately was going to be shed. You know, when He came here as Yahushua, and this was in ancient Egypt, so he ain't come down yet. You know, he was still in spirit. You know, when this incident happened. So he put that blood on his door, and his blood represents life. Was bought with a price, man. That blood, and that blood is life. So he actually told you, put life on your door so I don't come and kill you. You know? Because the other ones, they wasn't protected. The Egyptians wasn't protected by that blood, man. Because when he saw it, he went right over you. You know, but the rest of the Egyptians, their firstborn animals, children, like probably insects, whatever, man. The Lord cold, man. So he was killing everything, man. You know?
That's a form of mourning.
Exactly.
You know?
But they thought it was sweet.
What's that scripture where it says, how we're in the house of mourning?
Come.
You know, because it's a solemn assembly, not a goddamn party.
That's right. That's right, bro. That's right, like the brother said, kind of like the brother said, you know, this is solemn assembly. This ain't no party, man. I got a precept for you. Just to touch on that.
Because just reflecting back at it, it's like, damn, must have been brutal. You know what I'm saying? Just like a man that loses his firstborn now, he want to that rage in him like that, and you can't do nothing about it.
That's right.
You know, and that represents also how Yahweh was going to send his firstborn later on, which the brother said that land, that land that was soon to come. They ain't dig it yet at that time. But it was in place already. That's bad. You know, like the Lord said, the end is declared from the beginning, so it was already declared. So for it to be the last one, Lord willing, imagine if you read about the first one. So you gotta think about the last one.
Yeah, this side heavy. I'm trying to select it. This how heavy it is when it's concerning the blood, right? This is Leviticus chapter 17. I'm gonna start at verse matter of fact, I'm gonna start at verse 9. No, I'm gonna start at verse 10. It says, and whatsoever man there be of the house of Israel, Yasharala, or of the strangers that sojourn among you, that eateth any manner of blood, I will even set my face against that soul that eateth blood, and will cut him off from among his people. You know, and that's how serious the Lord is with blood, man. You ain't supposed to eat it. Like this, the blood is the life. You know, like when we cook our meats and everything, you gotta cook the blood out, man. You can't have no blood in you. Like, no, I'm gonna say you can't have no blood in you that's not yours, man. You know, unless you gotta get a transfusion or something like that.
Like
But
Esau, they drink blood.
That them parties and all that.
That adrenaline.
Them goth parties and all that crazy shit.
That's how a lot of them be staying young and shit.
It
So
says
they drink blood. So imagine how the Lord feels about them.
Check it out. Verse 11, it says, "For the life of the flesh is in the blood." See that? That's why I said that when they struck the doorposts, they was putting life up there, man. You know, the Lord's life, man. So he could see it and go, okay, they believed. You know, that Israel. Just like the Lord's going around marking you now, he's giving you that Nawah to be exempt from judgment, and that was that mark back then. Was that Nawah was what it was the blood. You know, they was exempt from judgment of the Egyptians, man. All right. It says, "For the life of the flesh," Shalak, it says, "For the life of the flesh is in the blood, and Shalak, and I have given it to you upon the altar to make an atonement for your souls. For it is the blood that maketh an atonement for your soul." See that? Going into that. The blood, man, that made an atonement for him. You know?
So when he shed it, it gave us life.
Exactly.
Even though we're dead in sin.
That's right.
We're living through the Spirit. And through his word. You know what I'm saying? How can these dead bones live? You know, through Yahushua's blood. Because what? When he says, no, his word is that life, is that breath.
Right, so hey, man. Verse 12, it says, "Therefore I said unto the children of Israel, no soul of you shall eat blood, neither shall any stranger that sojourneth among you eat blood. And whatsoever man there be of the children of Israel, or the strangers of the strangers that sojourn among you, which hunteth and catcheth any beast of fowl or fowl that may be eaten, he shall even pour the blood, pour out the blood thereof, and cover it with dust." You know, so the Lord, he's strict about these things, man. All right. It says, "For it is the life of all flesh. The blood," Salaki, it says, "the blood of it is for the life thereof. Therefore I said unto the children of Israel, ye shall eat the blood of no manner of flesh, for the life of all flesh is the blood thereof. Whosoever eateth it shall be cut off." And yo, that's why Esau love drinking blood and all that, because they really want to eat your life away, man, take your life away from you.
And they trying to gain life by doing that.
That's right.
They know they dead already.
That's right. That's right. There's still some more in there, bro. But nah, go ahead. Salakia, man, we got a lot going on here. You know, but yeah, so like this, this Passover, just touching bases on a lot of different things, you know. But this Passover is very serious, and it's just something that you should really like meditate on, because I got a feeling after this Passover, the Lord's willing, this be the last one, man. I got a feeling when this Passover is finished, something's gonna happen like catastrophic, man. You know, you never know. But the way the signs and everything is looking and all that, it's just not looking too good for Babylon, man. You know?
At all. So we have verse 8. It says, back at Exodus chapter 12, verse 8. It says, "And they shall eat the flesh in the night," Slakia, in that night.
See that? In the same night, you gotta eat it, you gotta cook it.
"Roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it."
And y'all, that bitter herb is that horseradish. You know, if you can't get the horseradish, you got like wormwood, any bitter herb, man. You know, and that bitter herb, when you eat it, that represents supposed to remind you of the slavery that we're in, the captivity that we're in. You know, That's why it's so strong and it burns and all that, man. You know, this slavery burns. You know, but the Lord, He's taken up off us. You know, slowly but surely we're seeing it. You know, that's why we rather, you know, the times, dates, you know, seasons to give you understanding, man. You know, these devils know, man, and they're the same way we're watching. They're watching as well. You know,
Right.
but we just know what we're watching for. You know, they don't know what they're watching for. You know, man, they got the Space Force.
We say they're in division.
They're kind and like uh, they about to have a super draft, and now anybody that joins in the military now, you're going to fight against your house shot, man. You know, that's ultimately that's what they're trying to do. You know, and you're going to lose, man. It's already written, man. If you join the military now, you're going to fight against your house shot.
We say what they say. He's a dead man.
Exactly. Basically, you know, 'cause these people, man, listen, it's crazy. What you got, bro?
You're gonna fight for you fighting a losing battle.
God, that's right.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
It says, verse 9, eat not of it raw, nor sodden at all with water,
Mm-hmm.
but roast with fire his head with his legs and with the portaments thereof.
You see that, yo, roast with fire. Because the Lord, when He was here, he was put through the fire, man.
Huh?
He was put through the fire, man. And that's a purger. You know, that's why I said don't put no side of it, don't put no like you trying to saute it, make it all nice and stuff. No, man. You cook it on fire, you burn it, then you eat it. That same day, and you eat it with your shoes on, standing up with your staff in your hand, because you're ready to go. You know, you gotta be on go.
And you gotta eat it in haste.
That's right.
Cause they ain't had time to do all this, comfortable. It wasn't a comfortable situation. It was an uncomfortable situation. That's why everything had to be done in haste.
That's right.
Because they had to get out of it.
That's right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, they was preparing, you know. Because they didn't know what was going on, man. That's why they was, oh my God, what's going on? But they was taking the instructions that was given from Moses and Aaron, man.
Right.
You know, and they did it to the T how they were supposed to do it. You know. But I'm pretty you know that it was scary, man. Hearing all those sounds and all that back then in that time, man. You know, so just imagine the sounds and things that you're gonna hear in these up and coming times that we're coming through, man. They got the concentrated FEMA camps, you know, they got everything set up, man. The EMP attacks, you know, they got all that, man. And that's them playing the role of Pharaoh with that hardened heart, finally not wanting to let us go till Yahweh Shah come back and deliver us, man. You know, Yahweh Shah and Yahweh Shah is the ones orchestrating this, man. You know.
Verse 10 it says, and ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning.
That's right, you're supposed to eat it all. You know, ain't no doggy bags, none of that shit, man.
Ain't no leftover sandwiches and shit.
That's right, yeah. Well, I'm gonna say this for tomorrow for lunch. Nope. Nah. You gotta follow what the scriptures say, man. You know, follow to the best of your ability. You know.
It says, and that which remaineth of it until the morning, ye shall burn with fire.
See that? So that which remain up until the morning, you burn it. Because you out. You know? Got it, bro.
Verse 11. And thus shall ye eat it with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand.
Damn. Your loins girded. The scriptures tell you, gird up your loins as men, man. You know? Lord, He gives you those instructions for a reason, man. All right? You got it, bro.
And ye shall eat it in haste. It is the Lord's Passover.
See that? That's what I said in the beginning. This is the Lord's Passover.
That's right.
He gave the instructions, so you better do exactly what He said, man. You know? Got it.
For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am the Lord.
He said against all the gods of Egypt, man. You
I'm
know,
gonna get a precept for that too.
against all which one? All the guys that look at.
That's just 15 and 11, I believe.
So you're going 15 and 11. Okay. But now I say even the gods of the earth, like we said, y'all, the Lord said, well, He's a jealous God, man. All right. So he don't want you. That's why he went at him, man. You said 15, 11, not?
God.
I got you. Damn, right here, right? That's crazy. Khan. This is our second Ezra chapter 15. I'm gonna start at verse 10. It says, "Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched arm out, with a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof." God damn. No, and that's going into America. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's this will be his second Exodus. You know, because the Lord said what? He's not gonna read that again. It says, behold, verse 10, 2nd Ezra 15 and 10. It says, "Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them to slack, and not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt." All right, so the Lord ain't gonna have us dwelling here too much longer, man. You know, because He's about to wreak havoc. And look, that's what He did on this night over what? Way over 2,000 years ago, man.
Yeah.
You know, we got what was the Egyptians ruling, man? Let's get that. You get a
You put one
Ramses. Well, Ramses. The Pharaoh.
that was on the 13th century.
Yeah,
13th century
okay.
BCE.
See that? The 13th century.
14 to the 13th.
See that? That's when they was in power.
Right, so that's before Common Era.
Okay.
Con.
So going back then, right, on this night back then, we was doing the same thing we're doing now, man. You know, but we was preparing, getting our meal, everything, eating, you know, doing what the Lord told us to do. You know, because He said, yo, He's about to deliver us. And that next morning, that morning when everybody they woke up and all those the Pharaoh saw his firstborn gone, and all the Egyptians saw the firstborn and the firstborn of the animal slain. They was like, yo, get them niggas out of here, man. Give them whatever they want and get them away from us, man.
Right.
You know, because the Lord had to bring them to their knees, man. Same way He going to do now, man. You know, and that's why this is a beautiful time because, like, I've been saying to myself a lot. Yo, this Philadelphia needs to be brought to its knees, man. Because everybody around thinks it's sweet, but now they starting to see all the things happening, man. They get more nervous, you know, worried, you know. So, oh, my kids and that, especially the women, man. You know, they're going out buying more guns. Not like that's going to save them. What it's going to do is they're going to get taken from them. They're going to get ravished and probably put to death, man.
Fucking stocking food and stuff.
Yeah, cut. So hey, this place is crazy, man.
But they're about to come down and start drafting motherfuckers.
Yeah, cause how about that?
So all that you doing is gonna be for naught.
Exactly. Oh, a matter of fact, they told it. They was telling the people, not to get off topic, but it was like, yo, they said, y'all should buy guns, so get licensed, buy guns. They were telling the immigrants that they could get our own guns, man. And it was like, if somebody comes at you, and they was like, shoot them as many times as you can. I said, God damn. You know, so these people they know what's coming because they planned it, man.
That shoot to kill.
You know, kind of. They want to overkill. You know, they bringing all this chaos, man. But it's really the Lord bringing it, and that's why the way in this Passover, but I had asked for mercy from the Lord, man. I say this every year: ask for mercy. You know, ask for salvation. Right. You know, ask to be delivered up out of here, man, because it's about to get real ugly, man. You know, each year it just gets more and more intense. You know?
Going back to the blood, there's gonna be a lot of bloodshed.
Con.
Who's that with dyed garments that coming from Basra?
That's right.
When Yahweh Shah come back, he's gonna shed a lot of blood
Oh,
with the chariots. You know,
Con.
scriptures say it's gonna be so bad you can
Yeah,
compare as much blood being as high as a horse's bridle.
Con.
That's something you could swim in.
Con.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Damn.
I mean, it's not crazy. It's something to consider. You know what I mean? Through the fear of the Lord, you know, will make you want to do that which is pleasing in His sight, knowing what He's about to bring. You know?
And that's heavy, yeah. But that's heavy. This is Isaiah 63. One, but because but it would say, who's that comes from Basra? That with garments.
Dyed garments, kind.
That's what they was probably saying then. Like, who's doing all this killing, man? You know, our people like, damn, they know it was a death angel, but that death angel was Yahweh. So he did it back then. Why you think he ain't gonna do it now? Let's read this real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 63, verse 1. It says, who is that coming from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? That is Salaki, that is glorious in his apparel. So he was slaying over some decent nice apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength.
Which is those chariots.
God. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore thou art red in thine apparel and thy garments, like their Salaki, like him that treadeth in the wine fat. Damn. And that's what he slaughtered all them Egyptians, man.
Yeah.
The firstborn of all the Egyptians. You already know it was a lot of Egyptians. No, he slaughtered all the firstborn. And the animal.
And animal.
God.
So even the animals was one.
That's right. It says verse 3. It says, I have trodden the winepress alone. And who came with Yahweh Shah in the Passover, the first Passover, when he slaughtered the firstborn. And it's funny, not funny, but he's the first spirit ever to be created, the firstborn, the only begotten son. So it was only right that he slaughtered the firstborn of all their people, you know, because they was dealing with his little brothers and sisters, man, you know. So the Lord, hey man, calculated cool, man. All right, verse 3, it says, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me, for I will tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my remnant. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come, man. You know, so the Lord, man, he's about to come back and catch rep. Go ahead, bro.
That's right.
Popping back into the first Exodus.
That's heavy. This is verse 13.
Jumping around like the house of pain.
Back to Exodus chapter 12, verse 13, it says, and the blood, wait, hold on. Come. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt.
So they ain't going to destroy you. He's not going to destroy you, man. Same thing now. You know, you got to have that belief. Be a believer, man, in Yahweh Shem side. Not just because we're telling you, you better, man. The scripture's telling you that, and you know the terror of him, what he can do. But like I said, this Passover is very, very, very serious, man. You know, it's just so much going on, and you see the signs coming. Well, in everything that the Lord told us from Matthew the 24th chapter, going into what's that? You got what Isaiah 47. You know, he said he's not gonna meet you as a man.
Right.
You know. All the signs that the Lord told us to watch for, man. Mainly, like I was so much speaking on Matthew 24th chapter, but you know, everything he told us to watch for before the end comes, man. Oh, so Second Ezra is the 15th chapter. You know, you want to see sedition among men. You know, men who are running into each other's houses for lack of bread. You know, you got Second Ezra the 15th chapter. You know, I think you got Second Ezra's the 6th chapter, man. So you got a lot of things that's talking about prophecy and what's to come, man. So you got hope that the Lord has mercy on you and he don't bring the hammer down on you, you know.
Right, and that's part of that, the blood being on the doorpost.
We still got the ceremony.
God.
Yeah, what?
You don't even have to read the whole chapter.
No, yeah, it's wrong.
Oh,
Yeah,
the clothes off from there. I could read this and get the glass.
135.
Huh?
Yeah, 135. You do a little bit more.
All right, so real quick, because this links up with the blood on the doorpost representing, you know, us being exempt. Now it represents our minds, you know, because even the scriptures refer to our bodies as a tabernacle, you know, and the what? The Lord, if he's dealing with you, he's within you.
That's right.
So real quick, Ezekiel 9:4, and the Lord said unto him, go throughout the midst of the city, throughout the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
See the mark for those that sigh and cry. But then you'll have some other dudes that try to say that that's the same mark as the charagma, which that's false, man.
No,
You know,
this one means exempt.
Exactly. It's a marking them from exemption of judgment. Noah, which the Hebrew word there is Noah. All right, not charagma in this one. It's Noah. Charagma is Revelations 13. No, yeah, 13, 16.
All right, I mean that was
16, I said.
the point of that.
Revelation 16.
Just to back up, you know, that point.
You marking them, man. You know, that was it. And that's that was that mark that they put on that post as well. The mark of exempted from judgment. You know, the Egyptians, man. And we want the same exemption from the rest of these people out here. You know, there's a lot of people out here right now, just Israelites that don't even know what's going on, man. You know, and as many times that they've been spoken to and told about the truth and heard it, you know, in your conversation and everything like that, they have no excuse. You know, so they so busy in this dumbed down state. It's just sad, man. The Lord is really gonna. It's sad, man. I'm gonna say it's sad.
You know what's heavy? The next verse after that actually proves that it's not the MOT.
Let's talk about it.
Because it says, verse 5, and to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eye spare, neither have ye pity. So those that do have that mark written here, which what the Lord is going to pity. Because the mark that's written in Revelation 13, if you get that, that's death.
That's right.
So how the hell can that be the same thing?
That's right.
Verse 6, slay
utterly old. Don't be pity. So don't pity.
Yeah, man. It says, verse 6, slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. Exemption. They would, you know, just like what we read in Egypt.
You know, the ancient men that was before the house, man. The elders, man.
Right.
You know, the ancient men is a crime. You know.
So this is Exodus 12 and 14. It says, on this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast to the Lord, Yahweh, throughout your generations.
See that? It said throughout our generations. And this is a generation right here to the end, man.
Right.
You know? Wherever we're driven at, we're supposed to be rehearsing these righteous acts, man.
God.
You know, not like these damn Christians and all that. What they do, they won't celebrate none of the holy days in the scriptures, but they celebrate all the holidays of these damn devils, man. You know, and then try to incorporate it in with the scriptures. With that goes back into when they was trying to the Christian crusade and all that, and they was going and trying to force Christianity on people and their ways and all that. And they change the image of your house side. To look like that. That was just man, just a whole bunch, man.
Just like right now, you got in Israel, you got the mosque, you got the Catholic temple, then you got the Christian church.
It's all together.
That's confusion.
And they all get along as long as hey man, it was what they tell you. As long as you believe in their God, they're in derision, man.
Hey, but see, that's all political though.
Yep, and that's
all for political purposes.
That's the word I was looking for.
Like they don't have the same belief, but
right.
for political reasons, right? They deal with each other mutually. Like a contract.
Yep, because they like they getting your money. Like the brother said, political. For political reasons, they don't care what God you believe in. They just want your money, man. They want that mammon, and they throw out a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, kind of.
The Lord.
I remember I used to live over top of a masjid, man. And the dude, he sounded like a Baptist preacher, man, talking about some. He said you can give money for this, you can give money for that, but you can't give money to the masjid. It's all about money with these people, man. There's no sincerity at all. The Lord told us to go out there with no purse or nothing, man. Just go out there and teach the word. Buy the truth and sell it not. Buy it meaning to get it, obtain it, understand it, know it, research, study, and come out and just teach it for free. Not selling breakdowns and all that. That's wicked, man. That's wickedness, man. But for that, those men are going to be ashamed. They're going to be confounded. And their ministry is going to come to naught because it's not of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Arachak. All right, it's a man. It's a doctrine of men. But we're not heritage, man. That's what we on. That's why we going over this right now.
That's the last one. There's one more left in the pen. All right, so verse 15, it says, 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread, even the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your house.
And let me show y'all something real quick. This is the good bread that we got for Passover. See that right there? Main thing says no yeast. So the banger. But it says no sugar as well. It's like flatbread, got from a European market, But it's good. You should eat, you can use this. It says Mediterranean best baking company, man. You could use that after the Passover for stop eating that other bread, man, and yeast, man. Just try to. This is a time to check your health as well, man. You put that yeast down. That's like. Just like the bread don't got sugar, the sugar tears your body up and all that, man.
Gluten.
Yeah, kind of.
Right, gluten shit.
So the Lord knows what He's doing, man. Like if you regenerate your body, it's up to you to keep it going, man. Like the Lord gives us these holy days, and it's like a reset for us, bang, every time.
Yeah.
It's like a reminder. Your body feels a lot better. You move better, think better, and all that, man.
And the spirit is the spiritual thing behind it all. You know what I'm saying? Everything what the Lord told us to do, it serves a purpose behind it.
That's right.
That's
right.
Physically and spiritually, if thou can tell. But it says, verse 16, we're going to go through the whole chapter.
Nah, we probably stop a little bit. We have 144.
Because it goes in, it keeps going in.
Where we at?
Verse 16. It's 51 verses.
Nah, I know about 25. 10 more.
All right. It says, and in the first day there shall be an holy convocation, and in the seventh day there shall be an holy convocation to you.
And yo, that's the Sabbaths, you know. It's holy.
Right.
They set apart. So the Passover started on the Sabbath. The Feast of Unleavened Bread is going to end on the Sabbath. You know, so when it comes in, it's a Sabbath, Shabbat, 7 more days, another Shabbat.
Right, because tonight's the Sabbath.
That's right, yep.
So 7 days from tonight will be another Sabbath.
That's right. Next Saturday. That'll be the next Shabbat. You know? Because we already at Saturday to Sunday anyway.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. So it says.
And it always happens like that too. Salaki. It always happens like that. That's why the moon, and that also lets you know that the Lord ain't lying when he told you about the moon. Then for times, seasons, and everything. For times. You know?
Right. You know, and how it falls right in line.
Yeah.
Like, come on, you can't. That's a higher power doing that.
And you know how to count the days and all that, man.
Right.
You know? Got it.
It says, no manner of work shall be done in them, save that which every man must eat, that only may be done of you.
Mm.
And ye shall observe the feast of unleavened bread, for in this selfsame day have I brought your armies out of the land of Egypt.
Mm.
Therefore shall ye observe this day in your generations by an ordinance forever.
See that? Ordinance forever, right? And let's get that word ordinance real quick.
God.
What's that address for? See, I think it's like a I want to butcher.
Alright, so the word, verse 17. I can so
What's that?
verse 17.
I got it.
It's blue letter.
I got it right here, bro.
All
right, this is the word ordinance in the blue letter. All right, there we go. By ordinance, which is
Strong's H2708. Chaka.
which it says hapcha, hakwa. That's what it says. It says there you go. Statute, ordinance, limit, and enactment. Something prescribed statute. It says enactment. So we're reenacting. It's an ordinance for you to reenact what happened back then. So that's why we come and eat it, like everything. It's like you're rehearsing it. And coming into the kingdom, this Babylon that we're in now, when we get exit, how you say it? Exit this place. That's going to be the second Exodus, man. So we're going to have a whole ceremony and everything for that, and that's going to be for how you say that, bro? That's going to be for forever.
Be a memorial.
Yeah, that's going to be a memorial forever, man.
Right.
Because we're going to rule forever. So the memorial ordinance, you're going to go through that. Oh yeah, remember it's in Babylon over there and such and such. Yeah,
Right, because that was the first Exodus.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be the last.
Mm-hmm. Just how you got the first death and the second death.
Right.
The first death was with Noah, with the water. Right, that's where you get the rainbow from. That they desecrated that, man. They effed that up. Now you go into this second death, which is going to be the fire, which is World War III. Thermonuclear fire with the heavenly angels shooting that concentrated heat on his place, man. You know, so that's going to be his second death, and after that, we ain't going to die no more. You know, because we ain't going to sin. You know, she got it, bro. We about to close it up in a minute.
God, in the first month, on the 14th day of the month, at even, ye shall eat unleavened bread until the 120th day of the month at even.
Mm-hmm.
7 days shall there be no leaven found in your house.
Yo, no leaven found in your house, and the ultimate house being in your temple.
Right.
You got to clear that leaven out your mind, man. You know, that's the part brothers forget, because you can throw leaven out your physical house, this house right here. You throw that out, bang, but then you still got malice in your heart towards your brother or whatever. That's leaven, man. And all it's going to do is just eat you up. It's like a cancer that's eating at you, and eventually it's going to take you out of here. But the Lord just going to remove you, man.
Yo, and that's part of being cleansed, because if you still have that malice or grudge or things like that in your heart, in your mind, right, that's going to grow.
That's right.
Because it said, the scriptures say, a little leaven leaven the whole lump.
That's right, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
right.
It's going to get worse and worse. You know, if you're not really righteous, then the Lord is going to increase, what it say, goes into 7 more demons.
Okay, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's going to grow. It's going to wax worse.
Like that leaven, you said.
You know?
A little bit of leaven at the whole lump, man.
That's why you got to, mercy.
That's right.
You know, for yourself. Pray that the Lord cleanse your mind, your heart. You know? It says, verse Verse 19 again. 7 days shall there be no leaven found in your houses. For whosoever eateth that which is leavened, even that soul shall be cut off from the generation of Israel, whether he be a stranger or born in the land. And that's not talking about heathen. That's just talking about someone that dwelt in another land. You know, because you got Israelites throughout the world. Verse 20. Ye shall eat nothing leavened. In all your habitations shall ye eat unleavened bread.
That's right. And that's not hard, man. You know, it's discipline, patience.
Discipline, right?
You know, and you actually gotta want to do it, man. Can't nobody force you, because you got brothers, man. I'm telling you, that's like you had niggas in the world, you got niggas in the truth, man. And they try to make it seem like that. Oh yeah, I did it. Okay, you take a man for his word. At the end of the day, it's up to the Lord, man. You know, but Lord, you make sure you work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
Right.
You know, and that's what this thing. You got 7 days right now to really get it together, man. You know, you got 7 days, man. Just think about that. You should meditate on that. You know, the leaven, getting that leaven out. Because hey, man, it's a perfect time. If you can't eat leaven, hey, man, get it out your body spiritually. Get rid of that spiritual leaven, man. You know, and leave it out there. You know, because Yahweh Shai about to come back, man. So right now, this Passover, I think brothers, man, you had a grudge against a brother or whatever. Y'all should get that together. You know.
Yeah, hash that out.
Because when that time comes, you don't want to be the one that Yahweh Shai said, "Depart from me, I never knew you." You know.
Those are scary words.
Exactly.
Very scary.
You don't want to hear those words, man.
You want to hear, "Well done, my good and faithful servant."
That's right. That's
you
right.
Know?
You got it, brother.
It says, verse 20, ye shall eat, verse 21. Then Moses called for all the elders of Israel and said unto them, draw out and take you a lamb according to your families, and kill the Passover. And ye shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in the bosom, and strike the lintel and the 2 side posts with the blood.
On the top and then the sides. You know.
with the blood that is in the bosom, and none of you shall go out at the door of his house until the morning.
So you cannot leave. And honestly, yo, if you really want to rehearse the righteous acts when you in the Passover, for real, once it's over in whatever house you're in, you're not supposed to leave there till the morning, man. You want to be technical, you know. Like I said, we rehearse some righteous acts. You got brothers that have to go to work and things like that. So the Lord knows all that. But technically, once you step into that home, you don't leave it until the morning because you didn't leave it back then. So we're rehearsing. Because you couldn't walk out there, because if you walk from, that means you would leave your hedge of protection. That's why that blood was put on the doorpost. So you wouldn't have to, if you walked out that hedge of protection, you was just guaranteed you was going to die, man. You know? Because the Lord is going, what? You know, because he told you, man.
Right.
So he'd have definitely slaughtered you, you know? But you can't leave that hedge of protection. Yeah, that's your hedge of protection, you know? And that's why, like, spiritually, you ain't supposed to leave that hedge of protection now, man. You know? Sure, bro. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Verse 23, for the Lord will pass through to smite the Egyptians, and when he seeth the blood upon the lintel and on the two side posts, the Lord will pass over the door and will not suffer the destroyer to come into your houses to smite you.
Salakia, real quick. See that? He wanna allow that.
Destroyer.
They're not sinning. He's the destroyer. And now check it out. Why do you think the Lord told him to put the hyssop? Use the hyssop plant. Look at this, man. It's the hyssop. Just a picture of hyssop right here. Hold on. But notice the color. That's the main thing right there I want you to see. The color of it. And that's what they dip the blood in. And they dip the blood in there. Well, they dip this in the blood and put it on their doorposts. And notice that the color of the hyssop is purple. Which purple represents royalty, you know. And they had to they took the royal, dipped it in, boom, put it on there. The Lord is calculated. Because the king was coming to destroy them people, man, to deliver us, you know, to kill their firstborn, you know. But that's a beautiful flower, man.
That's
It's a beautiful flower, man.
So verse 24 says, and he shall observe this thing for an ordinance to thee and to thy sons forever.
See that? A rehearsal to you and your sons. So he teaches them, and they want to teach their family, and their sons want to teach their sons, and that family on down the road, man.
Down generations.
You know, and say your daughters, because the daughters, she gonna go whatever the man do, you know. And that's why, like, you would give, like, in a righteous society, you will be able to give your daughter away to a righteous man, you know. But here, these women they to and fro whatever you blow the wind, man. You know.
Right, because they're under the law of their husband
at
that point.
Exactly.
And in this society, you can't. There's no righteousness. So yeah, like you said, they're just gonna. Because with your sons, that'll be the head of that. You know what I mean? That's a prophet. So you hold it through generations, and it's spiritual because the Lord woke up our apostles and their elders, which is our spiritual fathers. So we're called sons now to the Lord spiritually. And physically, he created us. But, you know, but the rest are people that, you know, are not partaking, they're, considered as bastards. You know?
That's right.
They are their father, the devil.
That's right.
They're doing the lust of this world, which is promoted from the elites, Esau, the other nations, which is their father, so to speak, through the spirit.
That's right.
You know,
the wicked, the real wicked. Esau, Edom, man.
I mean, we could stop right there because 25 down and keep going into something.
Same thing. No, that's cool. You know, so Lord's willing, man. This was edifying. Just, you know, Passover camp indoor. You know, just touching on a couple couple topics here and there.
Con.
Just know this thing is almost over. We don't we know it's to come. That's headed. Matter of fact, bring the classic out real quick.
Alright.
Close out with that. But that's prophecy, man. Cause the chip might very much well be implemented or made mandatory after this Passover. So who knows?
Man,
They got everything set up, man. Everything is in order, set up how it's supposed to.
right.
So it wouldn't surprise me. If if it went down like that.
Right.
That's why we bring this out every single week. Every week after Ken we bring this closing scripture out.
And it's not surprising because they keep talking about how the 29-year-old that finally, the first, as far as publicly being made known,
Mm-hmm.
the first person that got the Neuralink,
Mm-hmm.
the chip in their mind, is a successful patient.
Yep.
So now it's like, now they could get the ball rolling because people would, be persuaded.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And
Then
then especially when they end the money,
Con.
all these banks talking about collapsing this year, so that'll give another reason for people to want the chip instead of forcing it. They're gonna want it. Like bring it out, like the fucking
bring it
Apple goggles.
Yeah,
like it's
people, they want that technology, man.
And
that you said that, it's a lot of higher ups, man. They're selling off a lot of their stocks. Making it like I'm saying that C-hip is it's right here, man.
Yeah.
It's got to be made mandatory, and then it's going down. It's already going down, but I wouldn't be surprised if not too long after this Passover is over that it goes down like that, man. What you got, bro?
God, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16. It says that he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 636.
That's right, Kasai stigma. 666, man. That's the next major prophecy we're waiting for. And it's here. The system is already set up.
You got a lot of people with the C-hip already.
Yeah, kind of. And they showing it off. As a matter of fact, they just started doing a lot of advertisements on the C-hip.
Matter of fact, damn, water. Canada just came out and stated that they now have a social credit score system.
It's over, man.
So, go figure.
Kind. This place is done, man. So, Lord's willing, this was edifying. We got something out of it. Keep the faith, Lord's well. All y'all Passovers was beautiful. It was solemn, and you meditate, man. Forgive your brothers, and keep moving forward because the Lord's about to return. So with that, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rechak Wadash, double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, shalom to the elect. So let's some Wafa Baba Ball. Kwam Yashua. Shalom. Damn, we on that joint a 2-piece.